Hello, group number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing why men are attracted towards you. I'm gonna be channeling some extra messages also. So that's gonna be the astrology portion. We'll take a look at that in a bit, and I'll finish off with some tarot also. So this is more so why they're attracted, certain qualities that you have which attracts men towards you, but also just some general messages about the men that are attracted towards you, anything that comes through towards the end of the reading. Okay, so this is the card you chose. This is Saturn in Gemini. I'm gonna keep it aside. We'll talk about this card later. And before I start with the reading, I just want to ask, first of all, there's a couple of people who left comments about do a reading on why people dislike you. So is that a topic that will you guys be interested in seeing for a reading? So let me know your thoughts. It's more of like a negative, but I feel like it's interesting as well. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll do a reading on that. Secondly, because not a lot of people watched my last reading, it was a romantic sort of a reading. If you're watching this one, I've launched a new reading for chat compatibility. It's like a relationship compatibility reading. So if you want a few more details on that, there's a link. It's going to be right below the timestamps, so you can click on that. You can read what the reading is all about. If you're interested, you can check it out and book it with me. Okay, so just wanted to announce that because I announced in my last reading, not a lot of people watched, so let me just give you like a heads up. If anyone's interested in matching their charts with someone, that's the reading for you. Okay, and also the links for all the other readings that I offer are also there. My shop, my tarot course, everything is in the description. Check it out. Okay, so let's start the reading. You got the Empress, which is a great card to get in such a reading. We have the Horse. This is the earth element as well. I always love when I'm doing like a looks or something to do with attraction sort of a reading and the Empress card comes out. Usually it's going to be there in one of the piles. So pile number 1 got it today. We have the Book 26. I love that it's pink. It's giving feminine vibes. We have the Thief, and we have Mula Nakshatra, which is funny because just before I was doing I started I sat down to pull the cards for this reading. I was watching an astrology short, and there's this astrologer that I follow, and he said, what's a millionaire nakshatra? And I knew it was Mula. I knew he was gonna talk about Mula. And he said a lot of people get freaked out that they're gonna lose money or whatever with Mula nakshatra. And he's like, no, it gives a lot of money. A lot of millionaires have this nakshatra. So I was like, nice synchronicity. The very first nakshatra card came out was Mula. We have Action number 17. The numbers could be significant to you, so always pay attention to them. We have Divine Masculine number 12, and we have number 28, Self-Respect. Okay, so these are the cards. This is the energy that I'm channeling for pile number 1, which attracts men towards you. Okay, first of all, obviously feminine qualities are there. With Empress, it talks about beauty. I always think of Taurus when I see this card. I think it is associated with Taurus. It's earth energy. It's we also see some fertile land here. It's talking about fertility. Fertility is connected to an attractive woman as well. So this is the energy of Empress. Taurus naturally is, sometimes I've seen a lot of people with farming and those sort of inclinations. Even food is connected to Taurus. That's why we associate fertility with this particular zodiac sign. And it's also the zodiac sign we associate with the face, first house. Even to a certain extent, it's 12th house. But more so, first and second is connected to face. So a person with good features, usually you would notice like celebrities and people who are in the public eye, like actors and stuff, they could have planets sitting in first and second house. It's because they're good looking. Okay. Then it's also about the speech. So your voice could be attractive, your looks, your face could be attractive, your body. Because I'm seeing so many horses, I always connect horses with vitality, like an athletic build or someone with a nice, attractive body. Some of you could work out. Let's say you work out, you work on your body. We also have this divine masculine energy. So here also we see a ribbed person. So either you could be working out, you have a nice body, you work on it, that's why it makes you attractive, or a lot of men could be attracted towards you who are very masculine. They could be the one who are the gym bods, or I don't know, something about their energy that's coming through. But definitely, we associate health with good looks, because a person who's healthy, they look good, they have ojas. Ojas is one of the cards that I have in a different deck that I don't always use, oracle deck. But ojas talks about a person who looks so good that they radiate this beauty. It's a glow a person has. So like, sometimes we say like pregnancy glow, and glow, a person who's glowing. So that's ojas. So good health gives a person ojas, they give a glow. Person looks nice, they also they move around, they have good energy, all of that. So I'm picking that up with pile number 1, where you just have this, maybe you take really good care of yourself, you eat well, or you dress really nice, you do nice makeup, you know how to highlight your good features. It's that sort of energy. Okay, so that's why you come across as attractive. Maybe you also put efforts toward that, because we have action here. We have horse, which is also more of like this energy of taking some sort of action. Okay, and it's the earth element, which is about material things, your beauty, your body. It's more material. Also maybe making use of material things like makeup and stuff like that to make you more beautiful. So pile number 1, it's the effort you put in. You look really nice, you look very presentable. I think out of the 3 piles today, this is the pile that's the most beautiful, or that diva, glamorous, that sort of energy I'm picking up. Strong Venus here. Pile number 1, you come across as very feminine, or person who takes care of themselves, and a person who puts a lot of effort behind their looks and beauty. You also could be someone, let's say if you don't dress too much, or you don't use too much makeup, stuff like that, then you're someone who maybe takes care of their health. Okay, maybe your hair, or it comes naturally to you. Let's say you have naturally nice features, you don't need any, maybe you're not into using products and stuff like that, but you naturally could have nice hair, nice body, nice looks. You eat really nice, you take care of the inside. Some of you are more focused on the outside also, let's say appearance. Okay, this is the energy I'm getting, and this is the sort of person you can also attract. This is the person that's attracted towards you. Okay, then overall, one more thing I'm getting is obviously self-respect, a person who has a lot of respect. This could also indicate a person, maybe a lot of people are after you, they're interested in you, you don't give attention to every single person. Okay, so people chasing after you, naturally the popular sort of a pile out of the 3 today. With book, this can also sometimes make me think of, let's say, a person who studies certain things that make you more beautiful. So someone who's interested in health and healing, so they'll read about, let's say you have a lot of knowledge about Ayurveda or something to do with health and eating, because Moola is also with the roots. It can talk about Ayurveda also, because we use herbs and stuff for Ayurveda, right? So it's giving me this energy where maybe you study health, or you study let's say what's the best, something to do with fashion, maybe you study or looks, beauty, you learn different tutorials on how to do your makeup, something like studying to make yourself better. Okay, and also it's your natural ability to talk about certain things, because it's feminine, we see a pink color here, so maybe how to become more feminine, this is something you educate yourself on, something related to that. Then second thing, with book, it definitely shows a person who's capable of speaking about different things, different topics, knowledgeable sort of a person. So men find you attractive because it's more to your beauty than just meets the eye. It's not just your superficial beauty, but you're also intelligent. So beauty with brains, that's the message I'm getting here. Okay, then you could be someone who's also good at the masculine things in life. Let's say if you're really pretty, you're really good looking, but you still could be into sports. Okay, so that is something that maybe men find very surprising. They're like, okay, I'm really impressed by this person. And you could also be someone, let's say men could really have lots of conversations with on various different topics, because you're very intelligent, especially maybe something to do with sports. Maybe some of you watch sports, or I don't know, you're like fun to watch sports with. I'm getting that message as well. With thief, the message I'm getting here is a lot of people want to steal you. It's like your energy, like a lot of people are interested in you, and men notice that. So anytime we have any person that a lot of people are interested in, we naturally become interested in that. Forget about person, think of a commodity. everyone's racing after a particular thing, chasing after it. There's a hype, we become interested naturally. So there's a lot of demand supply, that sort of a thing. Maybe some of you have Libra placements. I'm drawn towards a Libra on the this cloth that I have. So, and also it's mercantile energy also. I was talking about how there's a demand and supply. That's very Libra sort of a analogy that I used. So some of you could have Libra placements, and naturally a lot of people interested in you. That also makes men compete for you. This is the energy of the masculine men who would want to compete with you, or who would want someone that everyone's interested in. They can show off or flaunt their partner. Okay, so you're someone that men would want to be seen with in the public eye. That's one more message that I'm getting here. Okay, you could also be someone where men also kind of compete with you. Maybe you push them, or I don't know. It's like there's this healthy competition that I'm picking up. You could also be someone who imparts a lot of unique knowledge to men, because we see a doorway here. So it's like a doorway to new knowledge. Okay, and the more that men talk to you, they might also feel like, oh, this person's very mature. There's some energy where maybe initially men feel like, okay, you're more bubbly and youthful and young, but once they get to know you, they see a different, more mature side of you as well, which is very attractive. We have Lion here also. We have self-respect. So a person with pride, a person with high standards. You don't just date anyone, and you don't really exactly go for the popular type. You go for a person who will match your energy, person who's worthwhile. Okay, so that is something that men could appreciate about you, your energy in general. Okay, let's look at some of the cards. So these are more random messages for this particular portion, and then I'll finish off with tarot. So you got, obviously this is the card you chose. We have Saturn in Gemini energy. We have excitement. This is Mercury in Gemini. Lots of Gemini coming through, pile number 1. We have Jupiter in Gemini again. Wow. I didn't even notice when I was pulling these cards, because I didn't pay attention to this portion. I wanted it to be a slightly more random. And we have 3 cards repeating, 333. So maybe something about, maybe you've been seeing this angel number recently, or 3 could be, let's say your date of birth adds to a 3, or something about 3 is important. This is also the number of Jupiter. So you could have a prominent Jupiter in your chart. Let's say Jupiter sitting in the first house, Venus sitting with Jupiter, or like a Jupiter ascendant, which would be Sagittarius or Pisces. Okay, then Mula Nakshatra is also falls in Sagittarius. I just realized that. Okay, then we have, this is Sun in Libra. Some of you could have debilitated Sun. That's where Sun gets debilitated in Libra. So this is the energy of a person who has to let go of their pride when they get into a relationship. So overall, this is the energy, let's say, of the person that you're attracting. So a lot of men could be attracted towards you because they see everyone's interested in you. Okay, and there's something here about communication also that I'm picking up. We have lips here. Okay, we have so much this 3 number repeating, which makes me think of Gemini. And obviously we have a lot of Mercury also coming through with Gemini energy, and Mercury is also here, and we see this horn being blown. So I feel like it's something to do with communication. Maybe some of men picking this, the people picking this pile, a lot of men could either like your voice, let's say, or the way you talk, or let's say your accent, something about your speech is what I'm getting, or your communication style, or either it's your speech or your voice. Okay, the way you talk, or certain words that you use. You could also notice that a lot of men, they start repeating your phrases or the words that you use frequently. Okay, you rub off on people where they start mimicking you also somehow, because Gemini is that natural ability to mimic. Also, it's sense of humor. So some of you could have, let's say your sense of humor is really funny. Men could find that very attractive. Okay, something about speech, something about humor also I'm getting. Then bluff. This energy also makes me think of a person who's funny and charming, witty. Okay, and also a lot of men coming up towards you and then not being completely honest, where they feel like they have to kind of exaggerate things, and you would notice a lot of men coming towards you and they'll be speaking about, I can do this, I can do that. They'll be showing off. It's not because they're trying to boost, it's just they're trying to impress you. Okay, you would notice that, pile number 1. Okay, then you would also notice a lot of men that are attracted towards you. They could have very strong persona, like very masculine, very macho, certain way, like whatever their personality is. You would notice that you might pick up that this person seems like a little egoistic, or they're too masculine, they wouldn't cooperate, compromise, that sort of energy. But when they approach you, they show a different side to themselves. So you will see this energy without their ego. Where the sun gets debilitated in Libra, they're more open to collaboration, and they're more open to like put the woman first. So that's a very specific message I'm getting here. A lot of maybe businessmen, people who, or men who have their own business, self-independent, or carrying on, let's say, their father's business or independent work, those could be drawn towards you. Okay, trying to impress you, show off their wealth somehow. It's only to impress you. It's not a person with like bad intentions or anything. They're just trying to show, hey, look, I'm a viable partner, you should date me. Okay, so there's this energy of trying to match your energy, trying to be nice, very sweet towards you. A lot of men could find your lips very attractive, or they might compliment your lips or something. Or let's say they'll say, I like when you wear red lipstick or pink lipstick, something like this. Very specific. There's just this energy where I feel like men could approach you, but they're just trying to be someone else than who they actually are. With this 7 of Swords, it's not 7 of Swords, but I see 7 swords in this image. So I feel like maybe just being a little, I don't know, like trying to impress you, being a little sneaky here. But they're not being completely honest. They're trying to show a different side of themselves. Okay? Concentration tells me lots of men who are very specifically interested in you. So they'll chase you for a long time, or they've been interested in you for a long time. And men who, let's say, they don't date a lot, but they only date like specific people. Like they meet someone who meets their needs, they'll date that person, otherwise they'll stay single. So just this energy of like very concentrated attention that you're getting from people. Okay, you're the star that they want to catch. We see a star in the web here. If you notice, star in the web. Okay, let's look at some tarot then. Okay, so here we have Knight of Cups. We have the star. So talking about the star, we have the star. And we have Hierophant. This is more Jupiter energy. And we have 8 of Swords. Okay. So, men find you attractive. Why? Why do they find you attractive? Well, there's this energy that, again, a lot of men are interested in you in general. This is the popular pile. This is the most beautiful pile. I'm just getting that message again and again. There's a bit of nervousness. There's this energy where men feel like, okay, am I good enough for this person? Or they feel nervous in your energy. You're very feminine. They kind of, I don't know, you make men nervous with your energy. Okay, I'm getting that. You feel like a challenge also. With Hierophant, you also come across as sincere, wise, like you would make a good partner. You're intelligent, and there's a desire to commit to you. Okay, where a lot of men, let's say in general, they're dating, whatever, but then every once in a while they meet someone where they feel like, okay, now I need to be maybe more serious about relationships in general. Or okay, there's something I feel here that's slightly deeper than what I felt before, so I'm gonna take this person more seriously. This is the energy you invoke in others with Hierophant, wanting to commit, wanting to take you slightly more seriously. There's a lot of respect also that I'm picking up here. With Star, maybe a tendency to put you on a pedestal in general, because you're gonna attract a lot of people, pile number 1. So there are gonna be certain people who are interested in you, who will come forward with this masculine energy. There are gonna be other people who are gonna feel nervous, and they'll be like trying to manifest you, put you on a pedestal with the star energy. They'll look at you and feel like they're not good enough. But in general, a lot of men coming towards you, wanting to take action towards you. There's a desire to couple up with you with Knight of Cups. Okay, you also come across as a star. You're someone who's let's say you're not easily give your time to other people. That also makes you attractive. The fact that you're scarce or your time is valuable, you're not the most maybe social person, or you're busy even with your studies. Some of you, like, you're very knowledgeable, you can speak about a lot of different things, and when let's say you talk to other people, you talk about important stuff, you don't talk about frilly nonsensical stuff. You come across as deep and mature. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, let's end the reading. It's already 20 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And if you have any video suggestions also, let me know. Did you like the idea that I shared? And if you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be in the description. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Click on the join button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing why men are attracted to you. So I'm starting out with just the general energy of your personality that attracts men towards you. Then we'll take a look at the kind of men that are attracted towards you and what are some of the reasons. And it's more looking into the energy of the guys. And then I'll finish off with some tarot. So I'm putting this card. This is the card you chose, Intuition. This is Mercury in Cancer. Putting it here. Then we'll take a look at these in a bit. Starting out with these cards, but before I do, I want to ask you guys if you would be interested in a reading on why people dislike you or something along those lines, because I got a couple of comments asking for this reading. I thought, okay, it's an interesting topic, but I generally don't do negative sort of reading, so let me know guys if you're interested or not. Secondly, I announced a reading in my last announced a reading that I'm offering, which is chart compatibility, relationship compatibility, where you can match your chart with someone you're interested in or your partner. And I announced it in my last reading, which it was more romantic sort of a reading, so not everyone watched it, so I'm just announcing it again. So if you're interested, check out the link. The link will be right below the timestamps in the description. So if you're interested, let me know, reach out to me and you can book that reading. Otherwise it's fine. I also offer other readings, you can check those out as well. So let's start. This is Knight of Pentacles. We have the Crow and we have the Raccoon. So you got 2 cards today for the animals. We have Lilies. We have Thought. For Nakshatra, you got Vishakha. This falls in Libra. Let's keep it here. And we have the Thinking Man, 46. The numbers could be significant. We have number 5, Compatibility. Should I keep it in the middle like this or on the side? Not sure. We have Spiritual Maturity, number 34. We have Air element, we have Earth element. Okay, then 30 here also, 4. So with the Crow and Raccoon, both the cards are connected with creativity. Some of you could be very creative. Let's say you do a hobby or you're good at sketching, making drawings. Maybe you are good at crocheting or something, something creative, something feminine you're good at. So men usually struggle with those sort of things. So they might notice that about you and they might like that. So that is something they could find attractive, your hobbies or your creative side. You could naturally also maybe have a career that's more creative. Let's say you're into singing or I don't know, something to do with aesthetics. But some feminine sort of you guys could have like a feminine oriented sort of a career. And you're naturally good at those things. You could also have good intuition with Crow. It gives that foresight. It also makes a person very intuitive. So you are good at judging people. Especially we connect Crow and even dark sort of birds. I always think of Saturn energy. So you're someone wise. You're good at judging people. So the people that you hire, people that you work with, your friends, and when you meet random strangers, you're someone who can pick up the energy and okay, who's good and who's not. So you have this you have a lot of feminine traits, I feel, pile number 2. Even though, let's say your outward appearance might not be super feminine or this is not how men perceive you initially on first impression, but you have great feminine qualities like creativity, especially your mind, the way you think, the way you communicate, and the way you judge people, you connect with people. It's very feminine, so that's very attractive. You could also be someone who's very good looking. There's this subdued sort of softer sort of energy I'm picking up here, whereas pile number 1 was more in your face, or I don't know, slightly more boisterous, maybe pile number 1, but this is more subdued person who is more simple, classy, wears very classic sort of fashion and simple makeup, not too much. Okay, simple hairstyle, nothing crazy, not too much jewelry. It's very understated sort of a classic sort of elegant femininity that I'm picking up with this particular pile. It's more about your intelligence, your the way you think, the way you communicate. It's more about that energy where men really like the overall package. You know, they're attracted to not just your looks, but the kind of person that you are. Okay, and the attraction also grows over time. With Knight of Pentacles, this is like slow moving incremental steps. Okay, I'm also picking up some quiet confidence. Okay, a person who's very sure of themselves, person who doesn't need a lot of reassurance. You're very mature also. You could be wise beyond your years. Pile number 2. Okay, you're someone where men feel like there's not a lot of drama, there's not a lot of fighting, arguing. Things just are easy, and you're easy to get along with, easy to talk to. With thought also, it's like whatever you say, men tend to think about it. They're like, okay, this person is just giving me a different perspective on things, or they're just so intelligent, and I think they respect your opinion on things. They might even ask for your advice. Okay, with thinking man also, it's like they turn into the thinking man when it comes to you. So they really pay attention to what you say, and they listen when you're speaking, and also they're drawn towards your intelligence. Okay, this is air element, air energy. Okay, so men could really enjoy talking to you and discussing stuff, brainstorming, asking for your advice. There's a lot of intellectual compatibility that I'm picking up here. Also, we see these two people, it's almost like they're talking, they're communicating, and I'm noticing the birds. So birds are symbols for communication. Obviously, you also did get the crow. Okay, and we have so much thought is about air element communication. We have thinking man, which is also the similar sort of vibe, and Vishaka, which falls in Libra, it's also air element, right? So there's so much here about communication, talking, spending time, being good friends. Okay, so your energy attracts men towards you. It's who you are as a person, the way you think, the way you talk, and what are your opinions on things. You could also be someone who has a lot of diverse sort of hobbies. So usually even though you're feminine also, you're someone who's feminine but also easy to get along with. You know, sometimes men have very like, they watch sports and they're into hiking and like masculine sort of activities, and women tend to be more into going out, social, being more social, dressing up, that sort of a vibe. I feel like you're someone where the hobbies and the recreational activities can come together really well. Okay, you could also attract a lot of men who are very intelligent. They're slightly more maybe broody. Okay, and they're also more willing and open to learn your hobbies, or let's say just spending time with you. It's that energy of always just sitting together and you can just chill and talk and watch something together. It's that energy where it's not about crazy attraction or crazy chemistry or sparks. It's about feeling like comfortable in your energy. That's what I'm picking up overall. So it's your energy, the kind of person that you are. I think a lot of men could have a very positive opinion of you in general. Pile number 2, they like you. You seem like a nice person, and also maybe they feel protective over you with this armor that I'm seeing here. So a lot of men could naturally feel this protective vibe towards you. They feel like, oh, this is a nice person, I want to protect them, I want to provide for this person. Okay, and coming back to the birds, and I see the green color also, which I connect with Mercury, and then we have the number 5, which is also the number of Mercury. So that's a friendship. Okay, what attracts the men towards you? Maybe a lot of men could become friends with you and then they fall for you. Okay, it's not like crazy attraction like pile number 1. The energy is slightly different, but there's a lot of respect, there's a lot of love, love that grows over time. It's not exactly like crazy attraction. Okay, this is not like Scorpio vibes or 8th house energy, Mars energy. It's more Mercury, it's softer, gentle, more sweet. There's a lot of respect also. A lot of men could be attracted towards you because of what you represent, the kind of person you are, your character, maybe your family, legacy also. Something about, I always think of legacy when I see this card. So a person, let's say, what I mean by that is a person who cares about their family, opinion, a person who's more traditional, maybe a person who's not controversial. Okay, that's your energy pile number 2. It's like you want to somehow make a name for your family, like you want to add glory and pride to your family name. So you are someone responsible, you're someone who doesn't have bad habits, you don't have controversial opinions on things, and you're someone who is very upright, righteous, treats everyone nice and fairly, and your family really likes you. There's a lot of good opinions about you. A lot of people say good things about you. So you have good reputation and good aura in general. Okay, very mature person also. You're someone where men could look at you and feel like, okay, this can last for a lifetime. There's because I see this long path, it talks about longevity. So something that will stand the test of time. There's this energy where you are very committed sort of a person. You're not flaky, you're responsible. So your character is what is attractive more than anything else, and you are good looking. Men could find that you're very like a classic type of a beauty. Okay, because we do have feminine trait here also with Cancer. So a person who's nurturing, but the nurturing is coming through Mercury, which is friendship. Okay, it's about connection. Think of Gemini. Gemini is about two people coming together, talking, and then forming a connection, forming a bond. This is your energy pile number 2. Okay, then I also see a couple here together. You know, there's a quote that I'm remembering, that love is not looking at each other, love is looking out in the same direction as each other. So it's giving me that vibe where the couple is looking on. Okay, so that is your vibe. And also I see growth. So men could see like, I can grow with this person, this will last, this will grow. Okay, and I can face like tough challenges with this person. Okay, so you're dependable also, you're responsible. Okay, let's look at the if I can pick up the cards. This is some tarot card. No, these are some astrology cards are pulled for you, like this one. So you got intuition, which is Mercury in Cancer. Person with good intuition. So like I said, you have maybe some of you could be light workers, you could have psychic abilities, or you could have some esoteric knowledge. But in general, I think men could also notice that about you, and they feel like, okay, this person has a good heart. Okay, their intention is good, and they also only accept good people in their life. You have this ability, intuition, you have natural intuition. Men could also feel like this easy energy in your presence, because a person who has good intuition, they generally tend to be nicer, I don't know, more empathetic and more understanding. So their energy is also nice. Lots of people want more of that energy. We have Mars in Capricorn. This is where Mars gets exalted, I think. Yes, yeah, Mars gets exalted in Capricorn. This is 10th house. We have Mercury in Sagittarius, discovery. We have Mercury in Taurus, romance. Okay, so feelings are there, butterflies are there, and I also feel like love grows over time. This is not, a lot of the times when people fall in love, the love kind of dies down as people age, but this is the connection where love grows. And also a lot of men think like that. They feel like, okay, I'm just falling for this person harder and harder, or I see like a great future with this person. So you're someone that invokes optimism in men. You could also give very positive vibes. Okay, some of you could have these placements, like maybe something in Virgo, perhaps strong Gemini also I'm getting. Then obviously you could have these specific placements, but in general placements in Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus. Lots of earth energy in general, I think, because this is giving me earth vibes where you are dependable, It's more something that will last. So that's earth energy. Significant. Something stable, that's earth energy. So anyway, the kind of men that are attracted towards you, they could feel like an intuitive hit. They could feel like there's something special about you, pile number 2. So they could feel this intuition also. Then some of them could feel that feeling right off the bat also, like they're drawn towards you. Okay, naturally. And discovery also, again, they learn a lot from you. You could also be someone who's different than a lot of men's usual type. Something about you is different, but they learn a lot from you. They could discover things with you. Again, that energy of wanting to learn your hobbies and wanting to, I don't know, learn from you, spend more time with you. That energy. We have authority. And whenever I see Capricorn, I think of the public image or public reputation. So that is something I spoke about, where you do have good reputation. People respect you. And you could be some authority figure also. Pile number 2. Let's say if you have a strong career or you're very career oriented sort of a person, a lot of men could find that attractive. And some of you could also not make that your entire personality, where you could be masculine in certain ways, but you're still very feminine. So that is a specific quality men could really admire about you, pile number 2, where your work is very important and you're very successful at work. But when you need to be feminine, you're very feminine. Okay. And you also could be someone who not dominate other people, but lead other people. So you can guide, especially maybe men, you can guide in a lot of things. So they like that. They learn from you and you teach them, you guide them. And again, that message I was getting earlier, where they ask you for advice, they want your opinion on things, your approval on things. Okay. So I'm definitely getting that. Because not only you have the intelligence, you have the masculine traits, but you also have this feminine trait where you know what you're doing is whether it's right or wrong. So you have intuition, you also have authority. Okay. But you're also romantic, you're sweet. I think you're because with this Mercury energy, a person has like multiple facets. They can be romantic, they can be mature, they can be intelligent, they can have a heavy conversation, they can have a light conversation. I think you're good at everything. And that is also the energy of Vishaka, person who can show you different sides. Okay, let's finish the reading off with some tarot. You got the Wheel of Fortune. We have Ace of Cups. We have King of Swords. We have Justice. And we have the Nine of Cups. So why are men attracted to you? Pile number 2. I'm again getting some message about creativity. Ace of Cups is about a generally person who has lots of creative talents. And there's a spark, there's a chemistry here also. You come across as a very positive person. You could also be someone, maybe you reach out, you make the first move. Or you break the ice, or you're someone, the first impression is really good with you, pile number 2. I think a lot of people, like I said, a lot of men like you. The first impression is good. They want to protect you. They want to care for you. They want to learn from you. Overall, you give very good vibes. Your aura is really nice. Okay. Then you're also intelligent, logical. Men respect you for your masculine qualities quite a bit. Okay. And you also come across as a person who treats people fairly, justly. And you're also nice character, like I said, and someone who would make a good partner. Okay. And traditional. When I see this card, I think of, the background. So it's, I don't know if it's a temple per se, but it's just this energy of a person who's grounded and close to their roots. Person who could be traditional. Easy to like. You're someone who cares about their family's approval, maybe. That sort of energy I'm getting here. And this is also Jupiter energy. This is about positivity. Also, you can grow in future. Abundant energy. Like a positive opinion for the future. That's Wheel of Fortune. Like a good change of pace, or like a lucky time, abundant person coming into your life, a blessed person coming into your life. That's what I'm getting. Nine of Cups is also, you can be fun. This is more of a fun, quirky sort of a card where you're like having a light-hearted moment. So there's friendship, there's some banter, there's some wittiness. I think you really connect through the element of air, which is about opinions, thoughts, your goals for the future, and the way you think, your perspective on things, your thoughts, your opinions. So communication is a major thing that attracts men towards you. Okay, pile number 2. somewhat, Mercury was prominent in pile number 1, but here also Mercury was there, but the messages and the vibe of the reading was completely different. So that's interesting. I also love, in today's reading, I picked these 3 cards. For this pile, I picked intuition. And for pile number 1, it was, I can't remember the card. Third is choice. But I feel like these specific cards really sum up the overall feeling, where men are guided towards you because of intuition, and there's a strong sense of belonging with one another. First one was more so, I think, attraction, and pile number 3 is making a choice, so choosing to be with the person. So I feel like the card summed up the reading beautifully today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you watch my videos, you like my content, please subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to support the channel, you can become a member. Click on the join button below, and to book a reading with me, all the links will be in the description. You can also email me. All the links and everything, all the information is in description. So check it out. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello pile number 3, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing why men are attracted to you. So what are some of the qualities that you have which attracts men towards you? We'll be taking a look into that. And I'm also pulling some extra cards for just to get the energy of the men that are attracted to you, and just any other messages that want to come through. I'm starting out with these oracle cards, then we'll take a look at the astrology cards, and then some tarot. This is the card you chose. This is Mars in Libra. Okay, I'm keeping it aside. We'll talk about it later. So before I start the reading, I just want to ask you guys, recently I got a couple of comments about doing a reading on why people dislike you. So if that's a topic you guys find interesting, I can do a reading on that. Let me know your thoughts. And secondly, I recently announced a new reading that I'm offering to my clients. It's a chart compatibility or relationship compatibility, where you can match your chart with your partner or someone you're interested in if you have their birth details. So if you have any questions, like if you don't have the birth time or whatever, you can email me. Email will be down in the description. You can also click on the link for the reading, and you can read the description of the reading. Okay, so to get a better idea. So with that out of the way, let's start the reading. You got 5 of Pentacles and Strength. These 2 cards came out together. I was looking for only one card, but the way the imagery is, it's so similar, I thought, you know what, it's significant, I should keep it. The way the woman is holding the lion, and then this one is what's the word, comforting this other person. We have shark. I've never watched Jaws, by the way. This makes me think of Jaws. It's so scary, this card. So have any of you guys watched it? I know it's a classic. I've never watched it though. And then I pulled this card, Garden, and I looked at the bottom of the deck, and this card was there. So similar. The imagery is like exactly the same. So I kept it. I do have enough space, I think. And then we have, you got extra cards today. 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So extra cards. Usually it's the third pile always gets the extra cards. I don't know why. Then you got Pleasure Seekers and Widower. I want to keep these 2 here. This will keep here. And for Nakshatra, you got Mrigashira. This falls in Gemini, if I'm not wrong. Maybe it's Taurus and Gemini cusp. Oops. I'll keep it here. And you got Broken Heart. Then Women Holding a Heart. Here also you got an extra card. Then, okay, I need a crystal for this. Hold on. Okay, so we have Sexuality here. These 2 cards have similar sort of energy, you know, they look very similar. And then we have Emotional Freedom, number 13. So there's a very specific message that's coming through. A lot of men are attracted to you, pile number 3, because for whatever reason men feel comfortable opening up their heart to you or letting their emotions out. This is like very specific, and it's coming through with a lot of cards. We have Broken Heart, person that's we see a tear, so person who's crying, person who's been heartbroken. And here also we see some this warmth, person who's giving what's the word I'm looking for, just this energy where they're taking care of the person, or they're open to listening to their issues. It's like men kind of open up to you. They speak up about their emotions, what's affecting them, what's hurting them. Here also we have a widower, broken heart, maybe men who've lost a connection, or they've gone through a loss. It doesn't have to be emotional or like relationship oriented, just in general, maybe hardships. Okay, that's one message. Shark is also about revealing your true intentions, and it's water element, so again it's specific to feelings. What are you feeling? So you create this environment, pile number 3, or you have this energy where you come across as a very nurturing, sweet person. Okay, there's so much feminine energy here in general. We have the bouquet. Flowers are in general connected to feminine energy. It's Venus. Okay, we have garden. Then we have a woman holding a heart. Okay, strength, a person who's strong. Even though this is Leo sign, but the energy itself is taming the lion, taming the beast, taming the masculine side. So creating an environment where men can be themselves, they can be vulnerable, open up to you, and you provide this nurturing energy. You're a nurturer. Here also we have emotional freedom, which is letting the emotions go. Okay, so overall what I'm picking up, pile number 3, is you come across as a very sensitive person, emotionally sensitive, emotionally mature, kind person who cares about other people. Soft energy. Even Mrigashira nakshatra is one of the more softer, gentler sort of nakshatra. The energy it carries is more soft, feminine. Also a person who dresses really nice, person who's feminine, they smell really nice. That's the energy of Mrigashira. Someone with good hygiene. So that is also could be an attractive quality about you, especially maybe you get compliments on your perfume, pile number 3. Okay, you have some feminine qualities, so those qualities are there with you, pile number 3. And we also see a rose here, so definitely feminine. You're beautiful, pile number 3. And I think pile number 1 was it got Empress. There was so much about beauty, femininity. Pile number 3, it's more about the moon sort of feminine qualities. Pile number 1 was Venus, where the person's a little bold, dynamic. There was a bit of masculine energy also. Here it's more feminine. It's pretty much all feminine, and it's more about person who's nurturing, caring, kind. Pile number 1 was attractiveness. Person is getting attracted towards someone. They're beautiful. They're drawn towards them. Pile number 3, you're beautiful as well, but why people are drawn towards you? Because they feel like you'll take care of them, you'll nurture them, or you're sweet, sensitive, where you'll understand their emotions. Okay, you'll one of the maybe what do you call it, a love language is quality time as well. Maybe words of affirmation also. Okay, you are someone, you could have strong Cancer element also, maybe strong moon in your chart, maybe moon in 1st house, moon in 7th, moon in 4th. Or there's some quality that a lot of people could associate, men could associate with you, that they associate with their mother also. Okay, and then one more thing is you could also be someone who's a good cook. I feel like with all this Cancer energy, you could be a good host. You host people really well. You take good care of them. You have hospitality. Someone who's I don't know, you have those qualities where you're very mature, and when you have people over, you treat them a certain way, which is very grown up, more mature sort of energy. And you're a good cook. You could cook for other people, especially when people are sick or they're not feeling their best. You're the one person who will reach out to people, and you'll ask them, hey, are you feeling any better? So you're just very kind, nurturing. You have this motherly instinct within you. You could also be nurturing when it comes to your, let's say, your friends group or your family members. You take on their responsibility, and men notice that, wow, this person cooks for everyone. They're I don't know, you're just very homely, motherly, nurturing, and you're a good cook. That could also be attractive. Some of you are. And then physical touch, maybe one of your love language, like you're really good at that, or something about your touch is very gentle and healing. Like you embrace people, you hug them, you know how to soothe other people's nerves as well. And there's something here about where men open up about their past hurt, their heartbreaks, their difficulties, difficult experiences. They might even cry in front of you. So there's this emotional bond, emotional connection that they form with you, which they don't with a lot of people, especially men who, let's say, don't have friends or they don't have that emotional outlet in their life. So they could really connect with you and they show this vulnerable side with you. Very specific energy in this particular reading. So I don't know how many people will resonate with this, but it's very specific today. Okay. Then I'm seeing stars also here. 7 stars. Mars in Libra. Libra is bringing balance. So you're bringing this balance to the masculine energy by your femininity. Okay. A lot of men could also be attracted towards you. Let's say you're someone who doesn't discriminate between people. So you'll treat everyone fairly and equally, because we have 5 of Pentacles, which is sometimes associated with person with few resources, person who's doesn't have a lot of money. So you're someone who treats people fairly. So men could really appreciate that about you. They feel like, okay, this person's not a gold digger. You know, sometimes men also have this stereotype for women that they're gold diggers and they're looking for money and this and that. But a lot of men could notice that you don't care about money. Okay, you care about how people are, their character, the kind of person that they are. So it's very attractive when you're someone who treats everyone equally. A lot of men who, let's say, they could also feel inferior, like they don't have a lot to offer to you. Okay, that's one more thing. You could have good money. You could also be generous with money. Maybe that's attractive. You're also someone who doesn't, maybe you don't have like bad habits. You're someone who's very disciplined in life. With strength, it's about taming your inner beast, taming your bad habits or certain areas where we let go, we lose control. So you're someone with discipline, like you're hard on yourself, and the mistakes that you've made, you give you don't judge other people for those same mistakes. So you are very emotionally available for other people. At the same time, you're hard on yourself, where you always want to be better. So there's this energy I'm noticing in you, pile number 3, where you're always wanting to be a better person, evolving, growing. You regulate your emotions by yourself. Maybe you're someone who doesn't need to reach out to other people to regulate your emotions, but you provide that space for other people. You're the garden in the sense that you provide this I'm drawn towards this, I don't know what you call it, but the water comes out from this spout, I think it's called. So you provide the water, you kind of water other people's plants and flowers, and you are yourself this bouquet. You don't need it by yourself. Okay. And you also bring in some solace. Maybe you give some good advice also, like you allow people to heal from the past, and you maybe help them to heal and move on from the past. You're also you're such a nice person. A lot of people also feel optimistic. They feel like, okay, there's so many nice people out there, and this person's so good, and I'm so lucky to have found them. So they could feel this strong blessing towards you as well. And then sexuality, you're someone very attractive also, and it's more so physical attraction, not just you're cute or anything like that. You're very appealing. Okay, and very feminine, very romantic. You could also be someone, some of you picking this pile, you could be very charming and flirtatious yourself. So you wear your heart on your sleeve. You're very approachable. Men can connect with you, they can flirt with you or talk to you. I think a lot of different types of men are attracted to you, not like specific. With pile number 1, it was specifically like buff men who work out, like gym bods, macho men, masculine men. With this pile, I'm seeing like lots of different people interested in you. People who are like players, who are not looking for something serious. Then people who've been hurt in the past, who've had like a breakup or two, and they see a person like you and they feel like, okay, there's still great people out there. And like more maybe younger people, older men, all different sorts of energy, and lots of different people interested in you is what I'm getting. Like different walks of life, different ages, different age groups, a different relationship background, everything. So a lot of men feel some resonance with you, pile number 3. Okay, you could also be someone who let's say you don't allow men to pay for you, or you're like very, what's the like the word for chivalry but for females, I don't know what that is. But yeah, you're like not looking for people's attention, you're not looking for their resources, you're not impressed by people's money. So that is very attractive about you. You treat everyone fairly. And when people are in distress, a lot of people reach out to you for whatever reason. Okay, if I forgot something, maybe I'll come back to it, but let's move on. Let's talk about what are the different energies of men that are attracted towards you. So you got Mars in Cancer, quarrel. This is debilitated Mars. Mars gets debilitated in Cancer. Obviously we have this card. I'm going to move it down here. And Mrigashira is also the energy where a person is slightly timid, soft, again that feminine energy, but also person who is hard to date. Like everyone wants to date them, but they're not interested. So you're a catch, clearly. Okay, that also makes you attractive. So we have debilitated Mars energy. We have choice, which was Mars in Libra. Lots of Mars energy coming through. In this pile, the first two piles, it was more Mercury and Gemini. Here we have Mars. See, we have 3 cards with Mars. Mars in Scorpio. So we have, this is Venus in Libra. So strong Libra coming through in this pile and lots of Mars. So you could have these placements. You could have Mars Venus conjunction. You could have placements in Taurus, Scorpio and Libra is what I'm getting. And obviously Cancer. Mars in Cancer also sometimes make me think of a person who's a good cook. So that message is coming again, coming out again. Second thing, we see masculine figures on this card. So it's a lot of men fighting over you, fighting for your attention. You could have a lot of people in your life. Pile number 3, naturally people are interested in you. So a lot of men could feel like they have to fight for you or they have to protect you. A lot of men could also feel like you're too nice and you entertain too many people. You should only be nice to people who are nice to you, something like this. Like you could have very generous energy where you take the high road, and maybe men want you to be I don't know, like give back the energy you're getting. So feeling very protective over you, fighting for you, this competition in order to get you. Okay, then choice. Here choice makes me think of a person where you have a lot of different choices, you have a lot of different options, pile number 3, and men notice that. They could also feel very validated if you were to date them. Mars in Libra makes a person very passionate towards their partner. So this is maybe a bit of that clingy energy also, where men want to spend a lot of time with you. And even here we have this sort of image, very clingy. Also this makes me think of Ashlesha Nakshatra as well. Some of you could have placements in that, but we have this energy where men are really obsessed with you. They want all of your attention. They want to spend a lot of time with you. They could feel very some of men could even try to dominate you, and they won't like if you go out with your friends or you have male friends, something like this. You could attract that energy, and they feel like I don't know, men trying to dominate you. Or even if, let's say, you reject men, they could feel very hurt and they would want some sort of revenge as well with this revenge card. Okay, I'm getting that strongly. A lot of men could also feel like you're being sneaky, or they might sometimes judge you or like be suspicious also, because you have so many options. They might feel like, okay, this person may be cheating on me, or just being suspicious in general. Okay, you could also be someone who's naturally confused, like you're you have so many options that you're confused with the indecision. This is Venus in Libra. So much Libra and Mars energy is there, which shows passionate person. A lot of men are attracted to you. You're naturally feminine, so masculine energy is attracted towards you. Venus is feminine, Mars is masculine. So much Libra, and the Scorpio energy tells me that lots of men courting you and you're confused. You're like, which one do I go for? And you could sometimes make the wrong choice. So let's say you start dating a person, then you realize, oh, maybe this person would have been better. And there's just this indecision, this confusion that you might experience sometimes in your love life, pile number 3. But naturally, men could feel very insecure. They could feel like, okay, this person's gonna leave me. They might try to be overly clingy, overly attached, or get very jealous. You could attract a lot of jealous partners and like dominating partners, controlling sort of partners. Lots of passion, lots of attraction, even with sexuality. Also here we have so much Mars, which is connected to that, and we have Scorpio, which is the 8th house, naturally connected to that energy. So lots of you could also attract a lot of men who like you for your body. Maybe they don't want something serious, something like that could also be there. You know, pleasure seekers is also there. So you could attract a lot of wrong partners. You might end up dating like wrong partners, make mistakes there sometimes. Okay, and maybe jealous, obsessive stalkers also. Let's keep going for tarot. Let's finish the reading off. You got High Priestess. So this is just to wrap up the reading. We have Two of Coins. So see, there's confusion, there's options, there's different priorities in life. We have Page of Swords, so people being sneaky again, sneaky energy. We have Eight of Coins, where this crying also. So investing in something and then not having it pay off. So there's some hurt and crying over that. We had the heartbreak also. Some of you, pile number 3, I think you could be very good partners. You could be really good intentions, but you might have had bad relationship experience in your life. So a lot of men could be attracted towards you because they feel like, okay, I can play this person, or I can, you know, this person's very naive. That sort of, you could attract a lot of negative people also in your life. I think this energy is strongest in this pile compared to the first 2 piles. So you could be more naive, more sweet, and more giving than you need to be. You need to follow your intuition. With High Priestess, that tells me that over time, with your experiences, you're learning certain things and you're growing into yourself. Even though you have this big heart, you're very generous. Maybe you have Pisces placements, pile number 3, or let's say Jupiter in 12th and prominent Jupiter in 1st. You could be very generous in general, but you need to be more careful because we see less resources in this pile. We have 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. So you need to be more resourceful. You need to be more careful who you give your energy to. It's turning more into like a guidance based reading, even though this was why men are attracted to you. I think a lot of wrong men are attracted. That's why I'm moving into this portion where they play a game with you. They mistreat you sometimes. And also a lot of men, let's say they have good intentions or whatever, they're broken, or like they need to heal, they need to grow up, or they need to match your energy, not just take from you. So the relationships can be misbalanced, not just because the person's intentions are wrong. Maybe their intentions are right, but they're taking so much away from you that they're leaving you depleted and then not giving back. Okay, so you need to be careful where you can help people, but don't do it at your own expense, is what I'm getting. Need to be more mindful. You're attractive because you're a bit mysterious also. With this Scorpio energy, you could be someone who has a lot of knowledge. You're into esoteric things, and you're feminine also. You're deep, you're emotionally mature and sensitive. Very intelligent person also. Good intuition, but sometimes you don't use it. Okay, you need to use that a little bit more. I was just looking at the other astrology placements. Okay, so you need to be more grounded and you need to make wiser decisions. What do you want to invest in? 8 of Coins is the card of investment. Where do you want to put the money? Where do you want to put the effort? Okay, because what you're investing in could be hurting you. So be mindful of that. Follow your intuition always, and don't overshare. With Page of Swords, this is the energy where you should not overshare with people. Okay, and maintain all of your priorities. Don't give too much to one person or one party or one area of your life. This like completely went into a different direction. I'll end the reading here. Let me know if this resonated or not. I'm really looking forward to this piles of people who are picking pile number 3. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Support the channel. Click on the join button if you want to become a member and support the channel. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.